If I answer that honestly, I'm 34 and I felt that call to ministry and started serving a local church when I was 19. And I think what happened to me is probably what happens to a lot of people, and that is you get tunnel vision to get through the process, get the results, reach the ordination point and all that. And what easily happens is, or at least for me was, I ended up answering God's call on my life by giving my life to the church. And that gets you only so far. What the incubator has done for me is open up this great window of opportunity and this great reminder for my life that God called me to give my life to God and to serve God through and in and out of the church. And so it's been this moment of personally shaking my foundations and reminding me who I'm supposed to serve.
And what is your church like after the incubator or the team that you've been working with?
It's interesting. I have a unique relationship with the church I serve. I was the associate for 2 years, and before that was actually married in that church and have relationships with the folks in it. Left for 4 years and then was sent back as the senior pastor. And in year 3 of my ministry there, I began the process of going through the incubator, and just the results of me being more authentic to my faith, me being more open and honest with God, and therefore more open and honest and vulnerable with my people has just been this unbelievable moment realized for us. It's not perfect. There's big barriers. We've got a long ways to go, but there's these glimpses of glory all over our church where we're starting to gain traction instead of just always spinning our wheels. And I trace it all back to our willingness now, our more and more people being willing to live in covenant, to be accountable to one another, and more than that, to just be authentic and honest. And that is the core of the incubator for me, has been that authenticity.
So what would you say to encourage other pastors or lay people or churches to engage in this process?
There's nothing that will first and foremost nourish your soul more than this process, and it's not one system as much as it is a life, living in covenant with others. And so, I mean, if I could encourage anybody to be a part of it, there is nothing that will just nourish your soul more, open up opportunities for ministry and real life faith. I've done something every year for continuing education, and all my incubator was going to be for me was just that particular year's continuing education moment. And I can say with all honesty that 1 year in the incubator offered me more for my personal life and my ministry than all the other continuing education opportunities I ever did. So much more than continuing education. And it's something that I will continue to participate in the rest of my ministry.
Thank you. That's great.
I hope you saw that. Appreciate you asking.